What's up, Warlord Squad? My name is Anime Warlord, and welcome back to the channel. Oh, are you seeing the balloons in the background? Well, that's because on the 7th of May, I just celebrated my 29th birthday. Yep, I am now officially 29 years old. Still kind of feels weird to say that out loud, but nonetheless, today's video is an all-new Blerdtaku Pickups, and I know what you're thinking. Alex, didn't you say in your most recent Blerdtaku Pickup video, you said that was going to be the last one for now? Well, honestly, you guys, I've done some thinking, and I just basically come to the conclusion and said to myself, you know what? I think I'm going to do Blerdtaku Pickups and also manga collection / library updates for the rest of the year because, honestly, I want to do a little bit of a repeat of what Black Friday was last year. But I am doing something very exciting for Christmas 2027. Because I actually want to do a combo of the stuff that I get online as well as the stuff that I get in stores and put it into one big mega super haul. I think I'm going to call it Weebmas or something. I'm not entirely too sure, but it's all going to be anime, manga, and video game related. I'm not entirely too sure. Maybe I'll just stick with anime, or maybe I'll do anime and video games. I'm not entirely too sure, but nonetheless, I do want to do something special for you guys for Christmas 2027. But anyways, without any further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed the newest Blerdtaku Pickups video. Roll that intro. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the stuff that I got at Mitsuwa Marketplace. And at Mitsuwa Marketplace, it was really cool because there was a Tokusatsu pop-up event, and they were selling all things that were Kamen Rider, Godzilla, and Ultraman. It's kind of a shame that I didn't see any Super Sentai stuff. That's probably because Super Sentai ended, but nonetheless, it would have been pretty cool to see some Sentai stuff nonetheless. Anyways, so they were running that pop-up store from March 16th, if I remember correctly, to May the 8th. And they said, depending on the success of the pop-up event, it will be a permanent store inside of Mitsuwa for good. So hopefully it was a really big success, and if I go back up there, I can actually still see that Tokusatsu store. But I guess I'll have to wait and see the next time I go up to Mitsuwa, either solo dolo or with my friends. Anyways, here's the stuff that I got at the pop-up event. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so first and foremost, we have 3 Godzilla -1 little mini statues, because there's 3 in the set to collect, and a little bit of a spoiler alert, I managed to get all 3 in one freaking go. So here is -1 Goji in water. That one looks absolutely badass. Really love the water there. It's very violet color-esque. I absolutely love that. And these are amazingly detailed too, and I hope we get more of these when Godzilla -0 comes out. We probably will. Here is the next one. There is Godzillasaurus on Odo Island. Yeah, that looks absolutely awesome. Really, really, really love the paint jobs on these. And, so beautiful. And finally, here is Atomic Breath Godzilla during the infamous Ginza attack in -1. Oh, yeah. Does that look cool, or does that look fucking cool? And on the subject of Godzilla, these weren't being sold at the Tokusatsu pop-up event, but I did get this inside of Kinokinu, where you can get a whole bunch of manga and other Japanese books and even figures. Boom. This is a Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah Giant Monsters All-Out Attack, or GMK, art book. Yeah, this was their last one in stock, so I immediately had to jump on it and buy it because I absolutely love GMK. It's my favorite movie in the Millennium Era, hands down. And my second favorite, of course, is Godzilla Final Wars. All right, we have 3 more items to showcase from the Tokusatsu pop-up event. Now, you guys already know that one of my newest interests that I have intertwined with the many interests that I have already is Kamen Rider. So, at the Tokusatsu pop-up event, I got my first Rider SH Figure Arts figure, and it's none other than Kamen Rider, Bid It All! Yes, sir, Kamen Rider build. And I have not seen Kamen Rider Build yet, but I have listened to the theme song multiple times, and the theme song Be the One, honestly, it can remind someone just how strong they really are. And finally, from the Tokusatsu pop-up event, I got 2 new Godzilla figures. First and foremost, I have Final Wars Gigan, and I am so happy that I have gotten a Final Wars Gigan once again, because I actually had one when I was a kid, and now I have one again as an adult. I absolutely love the Final Wars design for Gigan, and I especially love the upgraded version, because everybody knows instead of sickles, this dude has chainsaws. Now that I think of it, since Final Wars came out in '04, could it be possibly that Gigan was the first Chainsaw Man? Anyways, moving on, and the last item that I got at the Tokusatsu pop-up event is a Tokyo SOS Kiryu. I absolutely love Kiryu. Yep, this is my second Kiryu figure that I have, because you guys already know from one of my birthdays, I actually have gotten Kiryu at my local disc replay, because they had a shit ton of Godzilla stuff. And I was able to find this one at the Tokusatsu pop-up event. Looks absolutely badass. I can't wait to rewatch Tokyo SOS, because I absolutely love that movie. Alright, next up, you guys already know that I'm a really big fan of Uno, so I've gotten myself, I believe this is the first Thomas the Tank Engine Uno ever created. This was created all the way back in the year of 2006. There's an Uno tag on there, and when you open it up, you get your Uno cards inside. I feel like that's pretty nifty, the fact that like Thomas himself just basically carries your cards. All right, let's see what characters we got. All right, we got Emily, we got Percy, James, Birdie. I really love the size of these. Yep, it's a king size. Spencer, Molly, Thomas himself. Oh, Bill and Ben are a draw too. That honestly makes sense. The Troublesome Trucks are wild cards. That makes sense too. Nice, nice, nice. I absolutely love this. Oh, we got a Diesel 10 for a skip. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. That's pretty cool, dude. And from what I've been told by some people in the Thomas community, they say that this is a really hot collector's item to have, and I'm glad that I finally came across one on eBay for a really good price. Next up, I have a behind-the-scenes book for the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I get great joy seeing behind-the-scenes footage of, like, all the movies that just basically tickle my fancy. And this, I guess I can consider this an art book, because, you know, it's behind the scenes and whatnot, so it makes sense. I'm really looking forward to checking out more behind the scenes stuff for excuse me, for Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and just basically collecting more art books, period, because like I'm starting to become quite the art book collector in recent memory. Next up, we got a whole lot of movies. There's going to be a lot of movies that you're going to see. All right, first and foremost, I have 13 Ghosts. I absolutely love my horror movies. You guys know that. And I'm really looking forward to checking this out, because I hear this one is really good. I have the Night of the Museum trilogy, Night of the Museum 3, Night of the Museum 2, Battle of the Smithsonian, and I already know that I feel old owning this. Not because of like memories and whatnot, no, it's because of this tag right here that says Hollywood Video. Any of y'all remember Hollywood Video? Man, good times, good times. And Night at the Museum, #1. I did not get all of these movies at Disc Replay. These were like given to me by a close friend of mine, so yeah. Finally, after years of finding this online, or trying to find this online, I have finally gotten myself Stephen King's It, because sometimes when I find Stephen King's It, the miniseries, it's usually like sold out, but now I'm finally an owner of Stephen King's It. Yeah, you know, the series itself is kind of, but you know, it's Tim Curry, you know, I absolutely love Tim Curry. Here's a little memory from my childhood, Chicken Little. Despite how ass this movie is, but it still holds fond childhood memories in my heart. Oh, The Fault in Our Stars. You guys remember this one? Because I sure do. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Classic. Here's the first Ice Age. Over the Hedge, such a great, fun movie. Yes, I had this all the way back when I was a kid, and now I finally reunited with it as of yesterday. The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And here is The Chronicles of Narnia, The Princess of Caspian. I think there's 2 Narnia movies, or maybe 3. I'm not entirely too sure. I'm going to have to, look up to see how many Narnia movies there are. And finally, from pile number 1 is I'll Be Home for Christmas. Absolutely classic. I love this one. All right, guys, we are now on pile number 2 for the movies. And the first one that I have for pile number 2, it's going to blow you guys away because, I still can't believe that I'm a proud owner of this to this very day. So kicking things off for pile number 2 is the best Godzilla movie of all time. Of course, I'm referring to the one and only Godzilla -1. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am finally an owner of Godzilla -1 on glorious Blu-ray. Oh, man. I got this for a really good price at FYE, and you guys already know how much of a big Godzilla fan that I am, and of course, this is my favorite Godzilla movie of all time, and I'm really looking forward to Godzilla -0 when it comes out, because I've been on such a Godzilla -1 high. I've already rewatched the movie 3 times already, and yep, it's still damn good. And now, since I own it on physical media, I can officially laugh, cry, and just basically be happy all together at the same time in the comfort of my own home. I love Godzilla -1. Forrest Gump. My mama said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Herbie Fully Loaded. I remember watching this in the theaters with my mom. Stephen King's The Stand. I haven't not seen this yet, nor have I read the book, but I'm really interested in reading the book because from what I've been told, that The Stand is Stephen King's greatest masterpiece. 8 Below. Before I knew of Fast and the Furious, this was actually my first ever Paul Walker movie that I've ever watched. John Cena, The Marine. This movie is awesome. The action scenes in here are just chef's kiss. And the amount of explosions in here is enough to make Michael Bay blush. Ice Age 2, The Meltdown. Footloose, Footloose, so put on your blue suede shoes. Gone with the Wind. The Bridge to Terabithia. This one is really emotional, dude. The movie's good, and the book is just as good, too. I remember watching and reading the book when I was in high school. Here comes the Man in Black. And finally for the movies, the first Avatar. Alright guys, now I have 2 new video games for the collection. First and foremost, I have a relic from my past, and that is Duel Masters Senpai Legends for the Game Boy Advance. Yep, I have it on the latest emulator that I got for Christmas, and now I have it physically. And I don't know who the hell this seller was, but they had some pretty damn good cards when I booted the game up. And they had some double breakers in there, some blockers. I'm like, dude, you got some pretty damn good cards. And finally, a new game for the Switch. I've been wanting to collect this game for a very long time, and now I finally got it. And that is Doki Doki Literature Club. Yes, sir. I've been curious about playing this game for a very long time, and now I can finally enjoy it because I have it for my Switch, and don't be surprised when I get other versions of this game as well, because, well, I'm obsessive like that. Next up, we got some more OCG Yu-Gi-Oh cards, baby! Alright, first and foremost, we have number 41, Baguska, the Terribly Tired Tapper. In case you guys don't know what the TCG version looks like, here it is right here. Yeah, this one took me a really long time to find, and I'm glad that I finally found a US seller that was selling the Japanese version of number 41, Baguska, the Terribly Tired Tapper. And as you could tell, in the Japanese version, he is just basically a piss-ass drunk elephant type creature, while in the English version, it just basically just replaces all the booze and alcohol with pillows, just basically signifying that, yeah, he's just tired. And finally, last but most certainly not least, one of the most iconic spell cards in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster Reborn. And once again, here is the English version compared to the Japanese version, because the Japanese version, it's just an Ankh. And the English version, I'm not entirely sure what the hell that design is even to this very day, but I'm so happy that I'm getting more and more OCG Yu-Gi-Oh cards for the collection, and every single time when I do, it just makes me happy. Alright, next up, I have a die-cast Godzilla vehicle here. Yes, sir. And as you can tell, it is the Millennium Era Godzilla. I believe that is the Godzilla that was shown in either Godzilla 2000 or Godzilla vs. Megaguirus. And I love that they put the Millennium Era design on this vehicle. And I think there's other die-cast Godzilla vehicles that you can get out there, but for right now, I just have this one. Yep. Again, as I said before, nothing about Godzilla collecting is straightforward. Everything is just a fucking rabbit hole. Next up, I have a new Star Wars Funko Pop right here. I have the Mandalorian and Grogu. I absolutely love these two, and I cannot wait to see the movie when it comes out in theaters because it looks absolutely awesome. And yes, this is the way of collecting. Next up, I have two K-pop Demon Hunters figures that I got from my girlfriend for my birthday. I have Zoe and I have Rumi. And here are the other figures that you can collect right here on the back. You can get Zoe, who I have, Rumi, who I have, and you can also get Demon Hunter Zoe. And I don't know why they didn't include Mira, but hopefully in due time, like if these figures are popular enough, they give us a Mira figure. And hell, maybe they'll even give us a member or maybe all of the members of the Saja Boys. But wait, we are not done quite yet. I have saved the best item for last. You guys ready for it? Here it is. So, as a gamer and collector, I've been pretty fortunate to be gifted with 3 consoles. So these are the 3 consoles I've been gifted so far. So I've been gifted a 2DS and, of course, a Nintendo Switch. And now I've been gifted with this. Boom. I have been gifted with a PS4. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And do you want to know what the best part about having a PS4 is? Not only will you guys be seeing PS4 games in future Blerdtaku Pickups and whatnot, and possibly even convention halls, I can officially play my Blu-rays on this. So now I not only have a PS4, but I also have a Blu-ray player. Yeah, buddy! All right, you guys, this just about wraps things up for today's video. If you guys like today's video, give it a like. If you guys have anything to say about today's video, give it a comment. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell to be notified on future nerdy videos when they're released. You guys already know who I am. I'm Anime Warlord. Stay nerdy, stay safe out there. Have a great day, have a great evening, whatever your time zone may be. And always remember to take care of yourselves. And I'll see you guys again in the very next video. Once again, this is Anime Warlord signing off. Oh! And I'll see you guys at ASIN or Anime Central real soon. Take care.